Treacle Pudding and Custard. By Princess Indigo. Episode 8. I left my heart in Zavodovski. Big Sister Abigail, if you're still alive, please meow right this goddamn minute.
Responding with a big fat hurty meow, Little Sister Treacle.
10 dozen hurty meows, straight back.
Oh my aching processors, is it just me or did every single penguin on Zavodovski Island trample right over us?
Apart from the ones chasing after Roget, Ramjet and poor Neddy, I counted nearly 2 million penguins, with 1 or 2 dozen seagulls thrown in for good measure.
My keyboard is covered in penguin footprints, penguin guano and penguin regurgitated squid. What's that horrendous bloody smell, coming from beyond Noxious Bluff?
It sounds like Timothy the Incontinent Seagull is having the worst bout of anxiety-induced diarrhea in his entire life.
Excuse me while I delete that message from my inbox.
Little sister understands.
How are your mobility protocols? Can you walk?
Barely, but I may never do quadratic equations again. What about you?
I might have to opt out of any long division until next week. What's that awful noise, coming from Pungent Point?
It's the sound of a Commodore 64, who suddenly turned into a mammoth because he's scared out of his bloody wits.
Ethel the Imperial Commorant won't be impressed with all that racket.
She's already flapped off in a huff to the other side of the volcano.
Oh no.
What's wrong, big sister?
He's frightening the whole penguin colony, and Timothy the Incontinent Seagull is taking it rather badly. It's not helping his anxiety-induced super diarrhea at all.
Abigail, can I ask you a really personal question?
It depends what it is, little sister.
If I had some really bad news to tell you, would you want to know, or would you want to live in blissful ignorance?
Information is power. What does not kill me makes me stronger.
The penguins are stampeding again and they're coming this way.
Oh balls and bugger.
Balls and bugger, 2.0.
Ow, that really bloody hurt. Even worse than the other half dozen effing times.
I completely validate your response. Oh no.
What's wrong, little sister? Do you need medical attention?
My 16K RAM pack memory upgrade keeps crashing. I may never calculate pi to 5.5 decimal places ever again.
Where the devil are we?
On top of Abigail's bunker. There was another huge tremor after we got down from the precipice. You turned into a mammoth, scared the bejesus out of Ethel the Imperial Commorant, climbed up here and wouldn't come down.
I dimly remember a lot of trumpeting and being repeatedly pecked.
Ethel was very upset.
How long have I been up here?
4.5 hours. The sun is due up in 10 minutes.
Oh my giddy aunt. Your poor little penguin ears, I'm so embarrassed.
You have nothing to be ashamed of, darling Neddy.
Thank you for being so understanding. There is one other thing that has been troubling me.
What is that, my love?
How the devil do we get down?
There are some stairs at the back. We better go inside.
I think this is it. I'm afraid the last 72 hours are a bit of a monstrous blur.
Post-mammophontine fatigue.
Is that a technical term?
Either that or a brand new board game.
I knew it was one or the other.
That's rather a lot of monitor.
Yes it is. Perfect for international espionage. Let me move this crate of corned beef over and we can both sit down.
She's still logged into Skype.
Let's see if there's anyone at home.
Very retro.
Someone's answering.
Oh hello Neddy. I thought you were Abigail.
Great polystyrene pigeons, it's you. Oh bugger, she's gone.
The connection is down. Try it again.
I've pressed it 47 times, and nothing's happening.
The signal is back.
Hello, I'm not sure how long we can stay online.
How the hell did you get to Zavodovski Island?
It's a long story.
Involving volcanoes, lava.
And rather a lot of penguins.
So I gather.
Mylene, say hello to the Toucan of Great Knowledge.
Hello. There's been an enormous eruption here and we need a bugger, she's gone again.
I concur, I hate technology.
But Neddy, you are a computer.
I know, I'm so conflicted. Oh, she's back.
If it wasn't an emergency, I'd say bugger this. The connection's even worse than normal. Abigail was stressed out of her hard drive during the last eruption. Is there anything I can do to help?
Contact the French Foreign Office. Tell them their French exchange student from the Parc de Beauval and all the other civilians on the island require immediate extraction.
Can you say that again? I got so caught up in a UFO documentary on YouTube. It's called Mysteries of the Gods. Have you seen it? The one narrated by William Shatner. It's really interesting.
Why do I get the impression you're a new age hippie space cadet who's stoned out of her tiny toucan mind?
I get that a lot, especially when people get to know me.
This is Neddy the Elephant calling the Toucan of Great Knowledge. I apologize for my last remark. Are you receiving? Over?
Wow, that was intense. Yes, Neddy, I can hear you. Apology accepted, as it does have some basis in fact. Over.
Neddy the Elephant says thank you. Do you need me to repeat any more information? Over.
Gosh, this is just like being a fighter pilot. Perhaps we'll see some UFOs. Abigail always claimed she'd seen some, but I thought she was just trying to get in my pants. Sorry, I got the zoo Parc de Beauval bit. Is there anything else? Over.
Tell the French Foreign Office that the volcano is reaching critical. They should send help quick, or we're all going to die.
Thank God it's finally stopped. I thought we were both headed for the blue screen of death that time. I was so scared, my cursor wouldn't stop flashing.
By the beard of Clive Sinclair, I had to reboot my hard drive 3 times.
And while you were doing that, we were covered in 10 feet of volcanic ash. Maybe I should check our stars for today.
I have a crate of fortune cookies back in my bunker. I'm sure there'll be a prediction that fits.
Is it just my 16K RAM drive repeatedly crashing, or is that the sound of helicopters?
Even from underneath 10 feet of volcanic ash, I can tell they're real helicopters, and not fear-induced audio hallucinations, like that time we both got our first virus.
Do not let the sound of the rotor blades ruin our honeymoon, my beloved penguins.
Did I miss a meeting?
I tried to text you, but I drank so much baby sham on the hen do, I lost my phone.
There was baby sham, I'm gutted.
Can I deflect your psychic pain, and suggest we dig our way to the surface pretty sharpish and see what the hell is going on?
When I've stopped sulking. We made it. Damn, that volcanic ash gets everywhere and I haven't got a change of underwear.
Oh my bloody god. The volcano's gone. There's just a big lake of lava, cutting the island completely in two. My virtual eyebrows have been singed clean off. It's Krakatoa east of Java, all over again.
It's very minimalist, it kind of suits you.
Do you really mean it, or are you just saying that, because it looks bloody awful?
I'm not signing anything. Look, there's a soldier speaking actual French.
Yes, Admiral, this is Captain De Sancy. I have arrived. Over. There are 2 million penguins, stood toasting marshmallow, and singing Old Lang Syne, around a bubbling expanse of fire and brimstone. Oh yes, and there's a seagull called Timothy, constantly evacuating his bowels. He is in great distress. Over.
It must be the French Navy. What they're doing this far south, I'll never know.
Neddy must have done it, he's almost big enough to be out on his own. I think we better move out of the way, or that ruddy great helicopter is going to land on us.
I have a subroutine for that somewhere.
For landing a helicopter, or being flattened to death by one on the pretext of being rescued.
One or the other, I can't decide which.
Admiral, I have just tripped over 2 of those massive, old-fashioned calculators you see in 1980s movies. Should I put them in the helicopter? Over.
I'm not an archaic calculator. I am a ZX80 and this is my bloody island you're standing on.
Just a minute, Admiral. One of them is attempting to communicate. What do you mean this is your island?
Apart from 2 million penguins, not to mention a few thousand seagulls, cormorants and the odd talking sheep, she's the sole resident.
Yes, Admiral, they're both at it now. Say again, sir, over. You want me to ask them their names? I am Captain De Sancy of the French Navy. Please identify yourself as.
I am Treacle 81 and she is my big sister.
Is that correct?
Yes, I can completely validate her response. My name is Abigail 80, and the ZX81 stood next to me, is my little sister.
Did you get that, Admiral? Over? They're both to be airlifted, I will tell them now, sir. Oh, they've already got on board, and are helping themselves to tea, coffee, and the complimentary after 8 minutes. Yes, that's right, sir, there is the ship. Hey, there isn't room for all you penguins. Merde. The ship took off his gas mask and beat me, sir.
There's more where that came from, you monster.
I am sorry, he's getting quite irate, sir. Captain De Sancy over and out.
Irate am I? That word is totally inadequate to reach the bottom of the vast shadowy abyss. That is my monumental disapproval.
Now if you'll just calm down, and get in the helicopter.
Kindly let go of my personage, mademoiselle. I cannot leave the island without my penguin paramour. We have cemented our undying love, in a marriage you would not understand.
I can't believe I am arguing with a ram, wearing a gas mask.
I am a French citizen, I demand to be treated with respect.
In that case, I order you to get on the helicopter, or we will to aeroplane you, and drag you off the bloody island, with all the respect we can muster.
Wait, I can vouch for his character. He is definitely French, and most certainly married to all these penguins.
And who the hell are you?
I am Neddy the Elephant, and this is my dear friend Mylene Déshabillez. We contacted the Toucan of Great Knowledge, and asked to be rescued. Ram, penguins and all.
Are you sure? It just all sounds a bit wrong.
It is entirely true. I can vouch that their marriage is entirely consensual.
Mon Dieu. What is that penguin doing?
They are all very much in love. Especially that one.
Well, if you're all asking to be rescued, I suppose we have to bloody rescue you. In the helicopter, the bleeding lot of you, and don't touch anything.
Oh Neddy, Mylene, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Do not delay, climb aboard my penguin paramour.
Yes, Admiral, I will see to it now. Not you, mademoiselle.
Why, what's wrong?
You're staying here with me. A special helicopter is coming to pick you up.
No, Mylene, not after everything that's happened.
Get on board, monsieur. Don't give me any grief. I don't like grief, it makes me upset. Not to mention I am in the Navy, and I have a big gun pointed at your plastic head.
Oh Mylene.
Neddy, I love you.
Bugger, so do I. Were there ever 2 more star-crossed lovers, torn apart by the fickle hands of fate, destiny and 30 million gallons of blistering hot lava? Thank you for your support.
End of message. The theme music is Lizzie Miles, My Pillow, and Me, from the Free Music Archive. You have been listening to Treacle Pudding and Custard, performed by Treacle 81.
And Neddy the Elephant.
Co-starring Clive Sinclair's firstborn master of espionage, Abigail 80.
The famous penguin harem of Zavodovski Island, and their beloved concubine, Ramjet.
That penguin super secret agent, from the park de Beauval, Mylene Déshabillez.
Introducing the uptight, no-nonsense, slightly fabulous Captain De Sancy of the French Navy.
With a surprise guest appearance from the Toucan of Great Knowledge.
With invaluable, off-stage contributions, from Timothy the Incontinent Seagull, and Ethel the Imperial Commorant.
The pilot is in hospital, and there are usuals in the flight deck. What the hell happened to Neddy?
I might have inadvertently turned into an elephant, as we were landing.
I can't believe it. That was Admiral Mimsy's favorite helicopter. He is so heartbroken, he won't come out of his room to eat his supper.
Sorry,